Hi, this is Jeline from the Honors Tutorial. Our topic for today is about integers as exponents. This is Mathematics 9. Our direction is to evaluate and write the answer in positive exponents. So for example, number 1, we have here h squared times h raised to negative 7. And this is what you're going to do. Solution. Copy the given first. So that is h squared times h raised to negative 7. And then copy h, which is your base. Since you have here exponents both inside the parentheses, you have to add them. So that is 2 plus negative 7. As you can see here, we have here different signs, a positive number and a negative number. So therefore, we have to subtract the numbers. So 2 minus 7, that's 5. And then copy the sign of the larger number, which is negative. For your base, kindly copy it. We have to change this into a positive exponent. How? We are going to change this into a fraction. So always write 1 in your numerator if you want to change something into a positive exponent. For example, terms or expressions. Always write 1 in your numerator. And then kindly write h raised to 5. If you already changed this into a fraction, then your exponent will be a positive number. So the final answer is 1 over h raised to 5. Let us have another example. So that's example number 2. We have here m raised to 0 times m cubed. So for our solution, let's copy the given first. And that is m raised to 0 times m cubed. Then, since the base is the same, kindly copy it. And all of the exponents that we have here is inside the parentheses. So let's add it. So that's 0 plus 1 plus 3. We have here 1 in our exponent, but it is invisible. It is because when 1 is used as an exponent, automatically it should be invisible. So let's add m raised to 0 plus 1, that's 1 plus 3, that's 4. So the answer is m raised to 4. No need to change this into a fraction since your exponent is already a positive number. Let's have number 3. We have here the quantity of a plus b raised to negative 2 times the quantity of a plus b raised to 8 over a plus b cubed, the quantity of a plus b cubed. And this is what you are going to do with that kind of example. Let's write solution first and then copy the given. That is the quantity of a plus b raised to negative 2 times the quantity of a plus b raised to 8 over the quantity of a plus b cubed. Since we are to multiply the numerators here and they have the same base, kindly copy the base, which is the quantity of a plus b. And then for the exponents, what we are going to do here is to add the exponents. So we have here negative 2 plus 8 over the quantity of a plus b cubed. Let's have the numerator first, and then later let's include the denominator. So let's simplify first the numerator. So it will become the quantity of a plus b, negative 2 plus 8, that is negative 6, over, it's positive 6, because we have here an opposite sign, a negative and a positive number, that when you simplify, you have to subtract the numbers and copy the sign of the larger number, which is positive. So we have here, for the denominator, the quantity of a plus b cubed. Let's continue answering. Since this is division having the same base, kindly copy the base that is equal to the quantity of a plus b, and then you have to subtract the exponents, which is 6 minus 3. So that is 6 minus 3. So the answer is the quantity of a plus b raised to 3. So that is the answer for example number 3. But of course, if we are asked to simplify this, then we need to simplify the quantity of a plus b cubed. But in this case, we are just asked to write in positive exponents. So therefore, it is fine to have the quantity of a plus b cubed only. Let us have example number 4. We have here 3 raised to 0 plus 2 raised to negative 3 over 4 raised to negative 1. So let's solve for this. Write the given first. So solution, that is 3 raised to 0 plus 2 raised to negative 3 over 4 raised to negative 1. 3 raised to 0 is equal to 1 because any number that you raise to 0 is equal to 1. And then we are going to change 2 raised to negative 3 into a fraction just to make it a positive number. Then it will become 1 over 2 raised to 3 over, let's change 4 raised to negative 1 into a positive exponent. Then it will become 1 over 4 raised to 1. So let's continue solving. So we have here 1 plus 1 over 2 raised to 3, that's 8. Because 2 times 2 is 4 times 2, that's 8. Over 1 over 4 raised to 1, that's 4. And then we have to simplify first the numerator. Let's have the butterfly method, or you can just simply change this into a mixed number because 1 is a whole number. So it will become 1 and 1 over 8 over 1 over 4. And then please change 1 and 1 over 8 into an improper fraction so that we can simplify it with 1 over 4. So to change that into an improper fraction, so we have to multiply 8 and 1. So that's 8 times 1 is 8 plus 1, that's 9. So we have here 9 over 8 over 1 over 4. And then let's continue solving. I will just rewrite 9 over 8 into a different format. So that is 9 over 8 divided by 1 over 4. So in dividing fractions, this is what we are going to do. Copy the first given, which is 9 over 8, and change this operation into multiplication, and then kindly reciprocate 1 over 4. Reciprocate meaning you have to switch places the numerator and denominator. So 1 will become your denominator and 4 will become your numerator. And then if cross multiplication is possible, then use it. In this case, it is possible for 8 and 4. So just think of a number that can divide 8 and 4 at the same time without remainder, and that is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So let's multiply now. So we have here 9 times 1 over 2 times 1. 9 times 1 is 9. 2 times 1 is 2. So the final answer here is 9 over 2. So this is the last example. D raised to negative 3 times negative 2. Raised to negative 2. So solution, copy the given first, that's negative 5 c squared d raised to negative 3 raised to negative 2. Now we have to distribute this negative 2 to all of the terms inside the parentheses. Let's start with negative 5, then it will become negative 5 raised to negative 2. And then for c, we have here c squared raised to negative 2. And then we have here d raised to negative 3 raised to negative 2. So negative 5 raised to negative 2 is equal to negative 5 raised to negative 2. And then we have here c raised to 2 raised to negative 2. So that is c raised to 2 times negative 2, that's negative 4. And then for d, we have here negative 3 times negative 2, that's positive 6. And then we still have to simplify this. Let's have negative 5 raised to negative 2. Let's change that into a positive exponent. So it will become 1 over negative 5 raised to 2, positive 2, times 1 over c raised to positive 4 times d raised to 6. And then let's continue. So for 1 over negative 5 raised to 2, that is equal to 1 over 25. Because negative 5 times negative 5 is equal to positive 25. And then times 1 over c raised to 4 times d raised to 6. Let's simplify. So since d raised to 6 is not a fraction, we are going to multiply it here in our numerators. So 1 times 1, that's 1 times d raised to 6, that is d raised to 6. And then for your denominator, 25 times c raised to 4 is 25 c raised to 4. And this is the final answer. So that's it for our topic for today. If you have inquiries about us, kindly message the honors tutorial page. Thank you and God bless.